To his outside was scheduled to be Riley Christensen from Audubon in the 79 RC. I see Riley out there. Row number 2 is supposed to be Kevin Bruck from Dunlap in the 01B and Chuck Madden Jr. from Avoca in the 2X. Row number 3 to the inside, Travis Fink from Story City in the F20 and Troy Dowdy from Fremont in the 17T. And Dylan Magnuson from Newell rounding out the field. Jason Cole not making the call. That's going to move the inside line all up one. So it's going to be Grandpa Gums, Kevin Bruck, and Riley Christensen on the front row. We are green with the Hobby Stocks. And it does not take long for Grandpa Gums to jump into a sizable advantage. Chuck Madden Jr. to the outside of the 79 RC of Riley Christensen as he is going to now take over that second place spot going down the backstretch. And now try to set his sights on the 01B of Kevin Bruck. That's a camo car. I don't know if he can even see him, but he's trying to reel him in. The 17T of Dowdy currently running in 4th, and the battle is on for 5th. That is going to be the 71. Oh, looks like maybe the lineup's got a little jumbled up here, folks. 71, I do not have on my lineup right now. We'll see if he'll jump in on my lineup here by the feature, but right now, Dowdy to the inside of Christensen. That is your battle for 3rd and 4th. Meanwhile, Chuck Madden Jr., as we're halfway home, has caught the back bumper of Bruck. Bruck mid-groove. Meanwhile, Madden trying to go right up against the cushion, maybe a little over it. Dowdy still 3rd, Christensen 4th. The 71 is sitting in 5th. Chuck Madden Jr. now this time going to try and sling to the low side with 2 laps to go. Try to get past Bruck, can't quite do it. He'll tow right back in line. This time he slings it way low. Still can only get up to the left rear quarter panel of the 01B from Dunlap. As they come through 3 and 4, wide flags out, 1 lap to go. Chuck Madden Jr. Is he setting up Bruck for a possible last-ditch effort? He's going to stay in his tire tracks through 1 and 2. Now he's going to try to drive it down the low side. Try to drive down the hill. Nothing doing. Nothing shaking bacon. He's going to drive it in hard on the low side. Bruck in the middle groove. Madden on the low side. Kevin Bruck's going to win. Chuck Madden Jr. 2nd. Battle is on for 3rd as the 71 spins. It's going to be Riley Christensen in 3rd. The 17T. Troy Dowdy in 4th. And Dylan Magnuson is going to round out your top 5. On the pole from Dunlap's going to be the double lot buckshot of Jordan Androy. To his outside from Denison, that's the 7. Little brother Al, Alex Stapleton. Row number 2 from Marnie, Iowa to the inside, that's the 3Z of Zach Hemmingson. To his outside from Avoca, that's a double nickel 55, your 2019 Finish Line Racing Products Hobby Stock champion at the Crawford County Speedway, Fuzzy Jason Fusselman. Row number 3 to the inside from Sutherland's, the 61W of Zach Weir. To his outside from Alta, the 24M of Dylan Halder. And Austin Penny from Lorenz in the 7P rounds out the field. And we are green. A little bit of smoke coming out of the 24M of Halder right away. We'll have to keep a look at that. And hopefully it doesn't blow a motor or something. But look at this, ladies and gentlemen. Little brother Al. 3rd night in the car, and he is already leading. But guess what? He has the defending track champ right behind him. Correction, the defending track champ. Oh, beside him and busts him into the wall. Contact between the 7 of Stapleton and the 55 of Fusselman. Fusselman up on the wall. He falls back to 4th, shaking it off. Just making sure the car is good. That's going to move Zach Hemmingson up to 2nd. Android up to 3rd. Oh, and problems. Something indeed broken on the 55 of Fusselman as he almost goes up over the berm at the top of the track. Looks like a blown right front tire. He is going to call no joy, pull a pit side. He'll be done for the heat race. Zach Hemmingson now to the inside of Stapleton. That is your battle for the lead. As they come through 3 and 4, new leader, Hemmingson. Zach Hemmingson now leads. Alex Stapleton now goes from the hunted to the hunter, as he is now going to see if he can get back around Hemmingson. Hemmingson starting to open up a bit of a gap over Stapleton. Stapleton with a little bit of a gap back to the double-out buckshot of Androy. Right now sitting in fourth, the 61W of Weir, and the caution is out. Well, ladies and gentlemen. That doggone French driver, Jacques Debris, bringing out the caution. Debris on the backstretch is the call. So for those of you that have never been here to the Crawford County Speedway before, we are situated on the very northwest corner of Denison, Iowa, a town of just under 10,000 people. We're situated on the northern edge of the Crawford County Fairgrounds, right across the river from Smithfield Foods, our title sponsor for the stock cars this year. And Hobby Stocks are back to green. Hemmingson's going to lead him down into turn number one. Androy on the back bumper of Stapleton. Cannot capitalize. Stapleton now starting to gap Androy as Hemmingson's walking away from Stapleton right now. The field is pretty much settled down as they're going to see 2 laps to go. Austin Penny is going to call no joy. He is going to pull a pit side. He'll be done for the heat race. Hopefully we'll see him back out for the feature. Zach Hemmingson in complete control of the heat. He is going to come down and see the white flag up from Chief Starter Lane Pugh. This time by. Zach Hemmingson one more time through 3 and 4. He is going to win heat race number 2 of your Finish Line Racing Products Hobby Stocks. Alex Stapleton second. Jordan Androy third. Zach Weir fourth. And Dylan Halder rounds out your top 5. So a big thank you to everybody joining us on Advantage Racing TV and also joining us on the Advantage Racing TV Facebook page right now. 30 days of on-demand access so you can go back and watch what you've missed so far. So check it out, advantageracing.tv. Take advantage of the great offer tonight to check out all of the great laps and great action from the Crawford County Speedway here in Denison. Heat race number 3 on the pole. That's going to see Ryan Carter from Irwin in the 22 to his outside. Riley Payson, racing Riley Payson from Wall Lake in the 65. They call him Dahmer. Jeff Fink from Denison, the 01F, and Chris Chadwick from Harlan in the 4Q Row 2. Tanner Dowdy from Fremont and Jay DeVries from Spencer round out your field. We're green, and it's going to be racing Riley Payson and Jeff Fink. This was your battle for the heat race win last week with racing Riley Payson in his second night out in the car, taking home the win. Oh, Payson gets a little bit tight. That's going to allow Dahmer to get back underneath of him. Battle is on for first and second. Riley Payson, of course, his dad, a hobby stock legend around the northwestern area of the state of Iowa. That's racing Jason Payson. Second generation driver, has won the last 2 Culver Sport Comp. Ow! And we got big problems. Jeff Fink goes around and is collected by the 22 of Ryan Carter, who had nowhere to go. Heavy damage to the left front of Jeff Fink, but he is going to continue on. Oh my. Once again, big thank you to everybody joining us on Advantage Racing TV and on the Advantage Racing TV Facebook page. Remember, folks, you still have time to get your subscription bought for tonight, $20 for the rest of tonight's action. And not only that, 30 days of on-demand so you can check out racing from all of the other Advantage Racing TV tracks. Go to Advantage Racing TV right now or the Advantage Racing TV Roku app and check it out. We're back to green with the Hobby Stocks. Racing Riley Payson once again leads him down into turn number 1. Looks like the 10A. Another car that did not get checked in on my race pass. Hopefully we will have an idea of who that is come feature time. But the 10A is running second. The 4Q, that is going to be Chris Chadwick sitting third. The 8J of Jay DeVries fourth. And the 7. The 7T of Tanner Dowdy currently rounding out the top 5. Oh, it looks like Tanner Dowdy calling no joy. He has pulled a pit side. He is done for the heat race, so it's now a 4-pack. Oh, smoke starting to come out from the 8J of Jay DeVries. This is Jay DeVries' very first night in a hobby stock. Always known for racing side by side with his wife, Katie DeVries, who is also here tonight in the Sport Compact class. Decided to make the jump, be the first of the two to make the jump to hobby stocks. Lap and a half to go for Racing Riley Pace, and right now he is holding steady. Could he get his second heat race win in only his third night out? He's got one more lap to go to find out. Last lap of your Finish Line Racing Products hobby stocks. Barring anything going wonky, this should be the way they are going to finish. Racing Riley Payson's going to win. The 10 will be second. Hopefully we get his name by the feature time. Chris Chadwick will be third in the 4Q, and Jay DeVries will round out your top 4. With Fremont, Nebraska's Tanner Dowdy in the 7T, starting 15th. 14th will be Dylan Halder from Alta, Iowa in the 24M. 13th will be Dylan Magnuson from Newell, Iowa in the 28. Lee Cracked from Waterloo, Nebraska in the 10K will start 12th. And Jay DeVries from Spencer will start in the 8J in 11th. Your top 10 looks like this from Fremont. The 17T of Troy Dowdy will start 10th. 9th from Sutherland, Iowa, the 61W of Zach Weir. 8th from Harlan, the 4Q of Chris Chadwick, with Chuck Madden Jr. from Avoca in the 2X in 7th. Zach Hemmingson from Marnie, Iowa in the 3Z in 6th, with Dunlap, Iowa's 01B of Kevin Bruck in 5th. 4th will be Racing Riley Payson from Wall Lake in the 65. Alex Stapleton from Denison. Little brother Al will start 3rd. Riley Christensen will start runner-up, and Jordan Android, the double out buckshot, on the pole. We're green with the hobby. And they're 3 wide coming out too, as Hemmingson is going to get by Christensen. Oh, we got yellow out, as it looks like. Oh, unfortunately, Jay DeVries not having a very good start in his first hobby stock A main, as he has some damage to the right front. Of course, Governor Kim Reynolds lifting the ban on sporting events without fans. So as of this coming Monday, June 1st, tracks can have fans in the stands up to 50% of their capacity. So fans next week, we'll take it. Until then, you can watch everything here on Advantage Racing TV, as we're going to try again to start the hobby stock feature. The double out buckshot, Jordan Android takes him into turn number 1. Riley Christensen on the high side, going to try and take the advantage. Zach Hemmingson, good run on the high side, but not quite able to get the jump he had before. Look at little brother Al! Alex Stapleton pole vaults himself into the lead. And here comes Kevin Bruck. Lap is complete. Hemmingson now going to work his way into second. And caution is out. Unfortunately, Dahmer involved, Jeff Fink. As is the 17T, that is Troy Dowdy. That's a whole lot of 602 crate engines trying to clear their throats right now, folks. RPM start to come up. And we're back to green. Zach Hemmingson trying to stay in step. He's going to go to the low side, see if he can possibly slide up, break the momentum of Stapleton. Not going to happen. Stapleton not quite able to clear him. Now he gets clear of him as they go down the backstretch. Kevin Brook now into third. Little shot in the shorts from Hemmingson to Stapleton. Little shot in the shorts from Brook to Hemmingson. Here comes Chuck Madden now. Chuck Madden to the inside of Brook. Trying to take over that third place spot. And here's Fuzzy. Fuzzy now up to fifth. The top five throw a blanket over him. They are over each other. Oh, no! Oh, contact between Brook, Hemmingson. Unfortunately, Fusselman gets the worst end of that. Fusselman got caught up in it. Hemmingson goes up over the tires at the knife edge of the wall. Oh, my. Red flag coming out. There's a little bit of contact between the 01B and the 3Z of Hemmingson. Hemmingson, because of that, ended up going sideways. Fuzzy nowhere to go. Fuzzy and Hemmingson into the big floater tires that protect the knife edge of that wall. Of course, that is where the haulers come in and out of the infield. They also provide the Crawford County Speedway with an at-track truck each and every week for your at-track needs. Check them out. Finish Line Racing Products on Facebook. Finish Line Racing Products of Denison, Iowa. Make sure you say hi to Ryan and Teresa Anderson, owners and proprietors of Finish Line. So here we go, folks. 2 laps down, 10 to go. RPMs are up. Hobby Stocks are back to green. As they head down into turn number 1, it is going to be little brother Al, who is under pressure from the 2X of Chuck Madden Jr. Madden's going to drive by on the high side. New leader Madden. Chuck Madden Jr. now starts to pull away from Stapleton just a little bit. Meanwhile, Lee Cracked now into third. The battle is on for 4th, 5th, and 6th, as it is Jeff Fink, Dylan Magnuson, and Riley Christensen. Dahmer on a tear, but here comes Fuzzy. Fuzzy started in the back. He has now worked his way up to 7th as he is trying to go by the 7P of Austin Penny. That car has been beaten up in the heat race, beaten up in the feature, but he will not be denied. Jason Fuzzy Fusselman works his way past Riley Payson. That is for 6th. Now he's going to set his sights on the back of the 28. That is Dylan Magnuson. Fuzzy on the high side gets up to the back bumper of Magnuson. Chuck Madden Jr. walking away from 2nd place. Alex Stapleton, meanwhile, Jeff Fink now going to get to the inside of Crack. And Fuzzy wants to check into the top 5 as he's to the inside of Magnuson. Give 5th to Fusselman. Now Fusselman comes up on the battle for 3rd and 4th between Cracked and Fink. Fusselman parking it right on the cush. That car is just eaten. He is now on the back bumper of the 01F of Jeff Fink, going to the outside. He's on the back bumper of Lee Cracked in the 10A. Sorry, 10K, not 10A. Can he get by? He's going to go right side tires over the cushion and still get 3rd. Fuzzy on a tear. The question is, does he have enough time to get by Alex Stapleton and catch up to the 2X of Chuck Madden Jr.? Madden, huge lead. I really think, even as hard as Fusselman is driving, that he might need a caution to catch up to the back bumper of that 2X. Fusselman now to the bumper of the 7 of Stapleton. He is going to escape to the outside of little brother Al. They're side by side coming out of 2. Stapleton battling back to the inside. They're going to swing it down into 3. Stapleton to the low side. Fusselman to the high side. Oh, I don't know, folks. Fusselman having a hard time dispatching the 7 of Stapleton. Now coming out of 2, he does it. Unfortunately, Chuck Madden Jr. is seeing the white flag, so unfortunately for Fusselman, sorry, didn't mean to make it sound like it was a bad thing that Madden was leading, but unfortunately for Fusselman, Madden took the white flag. Chuck Madden Jr. on his way to his first A feature win here at the Crawford County Speedway this year, and he's going to take it. Chuck Madden Jr. wins. Jason Fusselman, yeoman's effort's going to finish second. Third's going to go to Alex Stapleton. Fourth, the lead cracked. And rounding out the top 5 is going to be the 01F of Jeff Fink. Wow. I'll tell you, he got put in the wall in the heat race, bent the car up. He got involved in that incident with Zach Hemmingson on the backstretch. They brought the car onto the work lane, got it fixed, started in the back, worked his way up to second, but not to happen, as Chuck Madden Jr. will pick up his first A feature victory at the Crawford County Speedway in 2020.